After discovering a land unlike anything he had ever seen, Jack Skellington became obsessed with the world and holiday he had found. He was a skeleton of Halloween, but he longed for Christmas in his life. So he distorts and morphs Christmas into his own spooky, creepy, and scary version until it is so corrupted that he jeopardizes the holiday completely. But why did he gain this fascination? I mean, Christmas is great, but what brought Jack to love Christmas? Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people. I'm all about spreading the magic and occasionally looking at the spooky aspects of Disney, which is why today I'm going to break down why Jack was obsessed with Christmas. By the way, if you'd like to learn more about Jack Skellington after the video, I provided all the links to the movies and the resources I used in the description. Jack's story is focused on his desire to pursue happiness. He wants to find meaning and to gain an optimistic look on the world again. But over time, he becomes blinded by his ambition and his love for Christmas. Jack falls for Christmas, and it leads to destruction.
What have I done? How could I be so blind?
Jack became blind because he was completely dissatisfied with his life and work. Being the Pumpkin King had become laborious, boring, and easy, which had led him to lose creativity. No matter what he created, he was praised. He acknowledged his ability to scare and cultivate horror was unmatched, but his venerated scaring no longer provided him satisfaction on its own. Jack desired something more, but until he discovered what he needed, he just felt empty.
Oh, there's an empty place in my bones that calls out for something unknown.
Jack's suffering is completely and utterly relatable. I've searched my mind for answers to happiness and achieving satisfaction. Am I content with where I am? Am I actually working towards something that gives me fulfillment? Does this relationship make me happy? These are all questions I've asked myself to try to find meaning in my life. Granted, I'm a bit too analytical at times, but I just don't want to ever settle or limit my happiness. And neither does Jack in this moment. With his turmoil and desire to feel complete, Jack wanders away from his home searching for answers or meaning, and what he finds is truly inspiration. After finding the many holiday doors for the first time and after being transported to the world of Christmas Town, he exuberantly roams the land, ecstatic with the unfamiliar traditions and atmosphere of the holiday. Jack is simply accustomed to his dark, twisted world, so with his childlike curiosity, he roams to discover the new feelings and ideas present in this place, giving him brand new ideas and a new sense of purpose.
This empty place inside of me is filling up. I simply cannot get enough. I want it, oh I want it, oh I want it for my own.
Jack wanted to find something other than the same old Halloween to bring his spirits back. He was craving anything to get his mind racing and obsessing over, and what he found to bring him out of his depressed state and fill his void was Christmas. As soon as Christmas gave him even a bit of pleasure and wonder, he impulsively went after understanding it.
It's a world unlike anything I've ever seen, and as hard as I tried, I can't seem to describe like a most improbable dream.
To keep himself energized and optimistic with his life and work, he throws himself into understanding the sweetness and light of Christmas, but he struggles. Although Jack experienced the powerful feelings and magic of the holiday, he is lost to where that feeling derives from. He locks himself within his home without saying a word to anyone and begins to inquire on everything Christmas. Every story, carol, candy cane, stuffed animal, and ornament is examined using logical reasoning in hopes of revealing the secrets to the meaning of the holiday, but nothing provides Jack the answers he seeks, and this frustrates him.
Something's here I cannot see. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Jack began his admiration with Christmas as a way to fill an emotional hole within him, but his inability to grasp the meaning of the jolly holiday only escalates his obsession. Without the answers he was hoping to find, he decides to reject the idea Christmas needs to be fully understood. Jack determines Christmas is something everyone should be able to interpret for themselves, and the magic he felt must simply be pursued and believed in.
Just because I cannot see it doesn't mean I can't believe it.
Under the belief each person constructs Christmas for themselves, Jack realizes an accomplished creator of Halloween could create a marvelous and magical day that could possibly even be better than it ever has been. Jack decided his intensity for Christmas shouldn't be used to enhance Halloween. He should just run Christmas himself.
This year, Christmas will be ours!
I think it is great Jack actively seeks out happiness for himself and is relentless in his pursuit. He is unwilling to conform to what others expect of him and is constantly acting creatively, intelligently, and with an unceasing passion. The issue with Jack is not that he's trying to fill the void within him. The problem is that he's attempting to fill that void through impulsive actions with little foresight to how they will affect those around him and how they will impact himself. What Jack orchestrates is not the Christmas he saw in Christmastown. He creates a dark, distorted, horrifying version with himself at the center of it all. With the forceful removal of Santa Claus and a plethora of demonic presents aimed to scare instead of bring joy, Jack had created something that could only bring disaster. But he just couldn't see it. Jack just can't stop falling deeper into his love of Christmas, as he acts to continuously attempt to distance himself from his role as the Pumpkin King to suppress his earlier depressed feelings. He wants nothing to do with his old work and responsibilities, for those seem to be tied in his mind with his emptiness. Christmas becomes Jack's sole focus, and he completely rejects who he once was.
You don't look like yourself, Jack.
Isn't that wonderful? It couldn't be more wonderful.
But you're the Pumpkin King.
Not anymore. And I feel so much better now.
And there's the big takeaway. Jack just feels better making Christmas than he was feeling in the past. He was tortured and was just making radical changes to help himself, but it would all come crashing down. Jack didn't get the chance to fly and deliver presents to children across the globe, but when the world realized he was not the true Santa Claus, but a deranged imposter, they attempted to destroy him. Everything Jack had blindly focused on creating was falling apart. The persona he built in his head, the holiday he loved, and his happiness faded to dust before him, and he is disappointed he let this happen.
All this lost, where was I? Everything's gone all wrong.
It seems Jack's fragile delight from Christmas had been destroyed, but amongst the wreckage he realizes he is proud of what he had done. Jack knew he had went too far. He knew he failed. But he did so on the grandest of scales on his own terms and created a legacy that night. Even though Christmas was over for Jack, his attempt at Christmas gave him a revitalization he so desperately desired. Jack felt a new wave of inspiration and felt empowered again to make his mark on Halloween and be who he really was.
That's right! I am the Pumpkin King!
This is one of the coolest aspects of Jack's character. He tried something that made him happy when he was in a dark place, gave it everything he had, and in the end, it didn't work. It was reckless and crazy to steal a holiday, which explains why even with massive effort, he did not succeed. But he took the failure in stride, proud of what he accomplished on the ride. If there's something you want to go after, who cares if you fail? It's better to touch the sky and fall to the ground than never make the flight in the first place. Be fearless like Jack, and take responsibility for your actions like him too. His selfish and impulsive decisions led to the near destruction of Christmas and himself. Jack had to confess to those wrongdoings, and he did, and was able to recover the situation in the end. Everything was restored. Halloween Town, Christmas, and Jack's happiness were all settled in the final moments of the film once Jack gave up his pursuit of Christmas and accepted a loving relationship to fill that hole instead. Jack started out lonely and depressed, searching for meaning again. Although he searched for something to care about, nothing could satisfy him, until he found Christmastown. After experiencing the joy and love and magic of Christmas, Jack diligently attempted to uncover the meaning behind it, driving him to obsess over it, and with the eventual belief each person created Christmas for themselves, Jack decided Christmas would be his. Without fully understanding the holiday and with a desire to ignore his negative thoughts, Jack impulsively gives up his identity to attempt to be a Christmas entity. Everything Jack was doing was driving him further into his delusions until those dreams he was living were shattered. Jack had to face the consequences of his failures, and in doing so, he realized he had new perspectives, a new vision, and a revitalized purpose. I hope you enjoyed the video, fun people. I know for me, discussing this topic gives me a whole new appreciation for Jack Skellington. If you like the discussion of the topic too, love The Nightmare Before Christmas, and would like to help support what I'm doing on my channel, then consider purchasing this awesome Jack t-shirt from my merch store on wotsostore.com. But now it's time for the question of the day, sponsored by my patrons. What is your favorite part of Halloween? It's definitely the movies in the fall spooky season for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed discussing Jack's obsession, then click that like button. And if you're interested in staying up to date with more magical Nightmare Before Christmas videos, then click that subscribe button, and please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you'd like to see more Wotso videos, then check out some awesome pics over here. And as always, thanks for watching and have a magical day.